Hello and welcome to lesson number 3 in the module Practicing Sight Singing Part 1. You know, I was thinking about buying a cap, and it's hard to find one sometimes that fits just right. So I thought about getting one of those with a little Velcro strip on the back. But the thing about Velcro, it's the ultimate rip-off. Okay, we're going to do some more sight singing. First, we're going to check our key signature. You know what to do. Key signature. You should know how to identify the major keys by now. We're going to find the last flat and go to the next to the last flat, the one before the last flat, the second to the last flat, however you want to say it. This is the second to the last. We know. If you haven't learned already what that note letter name is, it's easy. Remember, it's a space. So you're going to take my face into space, F-A-C-E. It's an E, so the key is E flat. It is not the key of E, it's the key of E flat. We're going to check our time signature. For now, all we're doing is 4/4, but I'm still going to remind you to check your time signature because that's an important part of sight singing. We're going to kind of look over here at the rhythms. And we're going to see a bunch of eighth notes, so we know that's going to be a 1 and 2 and kind of thing. We see a quarter and a quarter rest, 2 eighth notes followed by 2 eighth notes, a quarter and a quarter rest. So that's our rhythms. Let's try to clap those together. Oh, let's just say them first. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. All right, let's clap those together. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. One more time. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Very good. Now we're going to go back and look at our scale degree numbers. Since we know E flat is number 1, it's the tonic note, the home note in the key of E flat. This is every good bird does fly. This is an E flat, okay? You can just say E for now, but we do know it's an E flat because all the E's are flatted. Let me remind you, not just that particular E, all of the E's are flatted, okay? So this is going to be 1. The very next note, we're not skipping up to a line. We're going from line to space to line to space to line. So that's pretty easy, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a rest. We're going to continue on that 5. It's the same note as this. Again, let me remind you, if I give you a written test sometime and you see that 5, don't make the mistake of thinking Mr. Holmes would never repeat a note. Music repeats notes all the time. Yes, I would repeat a note, and yes, that is 5. So talked about that in a previous video. So that's 5. We're skipping now, skipping that space, going to the line. So since that line is an odd number, 5, this is going to be an odd number, 3. Skipping again to the line, odd number, 1. 5, 3, 1. Up to the space, 2. Back to the line, the tonic note, 1. And a rest. So let's try to sing this together. I tell you what, on this first one, I am going to write the numbers up here for you. And we'll sing it once or twice, like that, okay? Here we go. Let's get our E flat. E flat. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rest. 5, 3, 1, 2, 1. Rest. All right, let's try it again with numbers written up here. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 3, 1, 2, 1. Good. Let's erase those numbers and try it without them. All right, let's do it. Here we go. Ready? I need you to sing with me. I know some of y'all sitting watching this video. I don't know this, but I know students, and probably some of y'all sitting home watch this just watching me do it. Don't do that. Do yourself a favor. You learn to sight sing. I already know how. Make sure you learn. And if you say, well, I've learned, Ms. Holmes, I've been in your classes for a while, I know, practice. Don't go backwards. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right, let's look at the next one. We're going to look at our key signature, still in the key of E flat. By the way, E flat, when you're trying out, if you're a soprano or a tenor, and you are trying out for all district choir or all state choir, this is usually the key they will have you do your sight singing in. You have to sight sing for those auditions. And so this is what you'll do, E flat. So we'll do a good bit of sight singing in this key. Also in key of C is the key for basses and altos. All right, here we go. So we're also in 4/4 time. Let's look at our rhythm. We're going to have some eighth notes followed by a quarter rest and a quarter note, and then straight quarter notes. That's an easy rhythm, right? So this would be 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Also, don't make the mistake like a lot of people do. They go slow with these eighth notes so they can fit them all in and have time to process that in their thinking. And then they'll see this and think it's easy and speed up. So I've had people do this. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. You got to keep that tempo, the speed of the music, the same. If you start slow, you got to end slow. If you start fast, you got to end fast. All right, so let's clap this together. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. All right, let's look at our scale degree numbers. We're starting on the E flat, so that is number 1. This is, we're skipping that space. We're going up to right here, so that's number 3. 1, 3, skipping again, 5, skipping back down to the 3. 1, 3, 5, 3, rest, 1, 2. Now, if that's a 1, that space is a 2. And so right now, since the spaces are even numbers, that next space is going to be an even number. You're going to skip a line. You're going to skip the odd number and go 2. What's the next even number up? 4. It's easy. Back down to the 2, and then to the next line, 1. And it's really important that you make sure you understand that if you're skipping a line, you're skipping a note. You're skipping a number. If you're skipping a space, you're skipping a note. You're skipping a number. So if the lines happen to be on the odd numbers, the next line's going to be an odd number. I've said this before, but I want to make sure you understand it. If the space is an odd number, the next space would be an odd number, and vice versa. If the lines are even numbers, the next line will be an even number. If the spaces are even numbers, the next space would be an even number. And right here, it just happens that the spaces are even numbers. So that's 2, 4, 2. Go back to the line before it is 1. Let's try singing that. Ready? Get our pitch again. 1. Here we go. 1, 3, 5, 3. 1, 2, 4, 2, 1. Do it one more time. Here we go. 1, 3, 5, 3. Rest. 1, 2, 4, 2, 1. And we're keeping these really slow because for some of you, sight singing is brand new and I don't want to do it quickly. We'll look at our third example. Again, check your key signature. We're in E flat. 4/4 time. 4 notes to the measure. Quarter note gets 1 beat. Let's look at our rhythms. 1, that's a quarter, quarter, 2 eighths, and a rest and a quarter. Quarter, quarter, rest, and quarter. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. I put too many notes in this one. Let's erase that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's clap those. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, since I did put too many notes in there, let me take an opportunity to re-emphasize that you cannot have, if it's 4/4, you have 4 beats per measure. You cannot have too many. You cannot have too little. You can't have 4.5. You can't have 3.5. It's got to be exactly 4. That's why I had to erase that. Otherwise, that becomes, I'd have to change this to 5/4, 5 beats per measure. So it's 4/4. Has to be exactly. Let's clap it one more time. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is going to sound maybe a little odd because I did take that 1 out of there, but we're going to sing it anyway. So let's look at our pitches. Here we have on the E flat 1, 3, 5. So we got 5 going down to the next space is 4, 3, 2, and then a rest. 5, 3, rest, 1. Let's try it. Here we go. 5. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2. 5, 3, 1. Do it again with me. 5, 4, 3, 2. 5, 3, 1. Very good. The last one is for you to tell me what the rhythms and what the scale degree numbers are. So you're going to check your key signature. You're going to check your time signature. You're going to look at that, and I'm going to give you some options. You're going to pick the right one, just like we've been doing, and I'll put a photo of it right there in the quiz. All right, if you have any questions, let me know, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.